Right. In the last day Excel lesson, we have identified the Excel interface as well as the functions formulas in Excel. For those who were not there, I would like to remind the lesson again from the beginning, but I will just do this very quickly, right? So don't be upset. Don't think that we are doing the same thing again and again, but I have to do this for the people who joined, who couldn't join last few days. That's why I'm repeating. And also this will be a revision for others also. We learned about electronic spreadsheets. We learned why the electronic spreadsheets are used. Basically, it has rows, columns. We learn about that. And spreadsheet is used to edit workbooks, whereas the workbooks are created using worksheets. And a worksheet has these columns as well as horizontal rows, horizontal rows and vertical columns. Columns are identified by a column letter like A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. So these are column letters, and rows are identified by row numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4. And when a column and row intersect with each other here, the J column and 16th row intersects, and the item or the element created is called a cell. When a row and column intersects, it creates cell. Actually, Excel is helping to edit a collection of cells. A collection of cells or rows, columns is a worksheet. Collection of worksheet is a workbook. And the application which is used to edit a workbook is called spreadsheet. So identify and distinguish these things properly, right? You have to identify what is, so which is the biggest one? Spreadsheet, workbook, or worksheet? The biggest one is?
Workbook.
Yes. The biggest one is spreadsheet application. Spreadsheet tama lokuma. Spreadsheet is the biggest. Spreadsheet is the application software. Application software eකට අපි කියන්නේ spreadsheet. එතකොට spreadsheet එකෙන් edit කරන්නේ workbooks. Workbook ඇතුලේ මොනවද තියෙන්නේ?
Worksheets.
Worksheets. Workbooks හැදිලා තියෙන්නේ worksheets වලින්. Worksheets හැදිලා තියෙන්නේ මොනවාගෙන්ද? What are the things inside the worksheet? These are called columns. Columns and rows. Columns and rows. එතකොට column rows intersect වෙද්දි මොනවද හැදෙන්නේ? Cells. Columns, rows, cross වෙන තැන් වල cells හැදෙනවා. Okay, we learn about these things properly. And cell has a cell address that is identified by the column name and the row number. Column name is E, row number is 15. So this cell is called E15. E15. And if I type A10, that is A column and 10th row. If I type D16, it is the column D, row 16. Likewise, every cell has a cell address or cell name, which is mentioned in the name box. We need these cell addresses when we need to construct formulas and functions. What is a formula and what is the function? What's the difference? Can anyone tell? Can anyone tell me the difference of a formula and a function? I think better I revise, right? Otherwise, everybody is in the coma state. No one knows that. I think no one came last days, right? It seems. January is a coma month. Okay, tell me the difference. Yes. Tell me the difference between formula and function, please.
Sir, formula is a set of variables and values. Actually, it related with mathematical function.
Formula is a mathematical expression today. So let's say you have number 2 here and number 3 here, and you need to add these two. We can write either 2 plus 3, that is the formula when we write equal 2 plus 3, equal 2 plus 3, it will give the answer 5. That is a formula. And also you can write equal C16 plus D16, which will give the same answer. And that is also a formula. So what is the advantage of giving C16 and D16 instead of 2 and 3?
When we change C or D, the answer will change accordingly.
Then C16 and D16 remain as variables. When you change these values, the answer will automatically change. Right? Because you have given the cell name only, C16, D16. Then when you change this, the answer will automatically change according to the cell values. Okay, formula is a mathematical expression. You can add them, and let's say you want to find the average, then how? You can add and divide by 2, right? So add both number, divide by 2, it will give the average. 32 plus 23 is, the average is 27.5. So let's say you want to add 60 and the other variable is 40, 60 plus 40, 100, the average will be 50. So the formula is a mathematical expression which use mathematical symbols like addition, division, multiplication, subtraction, and all. Clear on this? Clear what is formula? The same thing can be done using a function. You can say average. It's a keyword, special word. Then you can say average of these two numbers. You can select C16 to D16. What's the average? And it will give the same answer 50. But this time you are not asking, you are not giving any mathematical expression. Instead of that, you are telling it as a keyword and giving the cell range. Okay, so what is the cell range? Yes, what is a cell range?
2 or more cells selected.
Collection of cells.
Cell range is, yes, 2 or more cells. So, but there is like a different way of telling that. Cell range is basically the starting and ending cell of a given set of cells. You just mentioned the starting and ending. Okay, let's say like this. If I tell equal average, I'm telling, okay, the first cell is this one, G14, and the last cell is, I'm telling it is I16. Sorry, G14 and I16. So what are the cells belongs to this range, Pute? So what are the cells belongs to this range? I'm saying G14, I16. I16 is here.
G14, G15, G16.
Yes, you can say G14, H14, I14, then G15, H15, I15, and then G16, H15, and J16, F16, so G16, H16, and I16. There are 9 cells. See here. Can you see? There are 9 cells. But this is given 0 because we don't have any values. Let's put some values. 2, 3, 4, 5, some values. Sorry, it's wrong place. If you give some values, it will identify them and find the average. So it is this full range, right? 9 cells. G14, I16. G14 is the starting cell. I16 is the ending cell. So it covers all the horizontal. So you can say it's a rectangular shape range. The ranges are basically rectangular in shape. Okay. So these are the basics. Today we are going to learn about some more. And to do that, I'll share you the screen. So what you need to do, I'll instruct step by step. First, if in this, okay, sorry, so I'm going back to my sheet. You can see this one. So I'll tell what to do about this. You have to create this table and, okay, these are the instructions. These are the instructions. In F2, you have to write formula to find the total. And in G2, you have to write formula to find the average. And in H2, function to find the rank. In J2, function to find the grade. The criteria is given here, right? And in C9, a lot of work to do. C9, function to find minimum. In C10, function to find maximum. In C11, function to find the average. Okay, so let's do that today. Function to find the average. I'll share the sheet now. So this is a new sheet. So you can open your own, you can create own copy of the sheet, or you can download the sheet and edit using Excel. That is your choice. Whatever you like, you can do. Or you can create a new sheet here itself and start editing. ඕන දෙයක් download කරලා ගන්නත් පුළුවන්, මේකම edit කරන්නත් පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් Excel වලින් edit කරන්නත් පුළුවන් download කරලා, නැත්නම් මේක download කරන්න නැතුව ඇත්තටම Excel වලින් අලුතෙන්ම හදන්නත් පුළුවන්. You can see there are some names and some marks. No need to type the same marks. It's okay to have different marks. මේ marks මොන්නේ නැහැ, වෙනස් marks කමන්නේ. And also you need to color the sheets. We learned that how to do that. And don't worry if you don't know anything, keep it as it is. So I'll erase this one because we don't want this. And I'll erase this one also. So otherwise you try to copy the same. But still you can try to copy from the others, but those are not accurate, right? Okay, let's start now. I'm going to help you, don't worry. I'm going to help you find these things. Okay, I'll help you one thing. So how to find the minimum? Equal min, then they give the range. You have to tell C2 to C8. C2 to C8, what is the minimum? That is how you find the minimum, equal min. If you want to find the average, you have to say equal average. So function, average, equal average, then the range. C2 to C8. That will give you the average. Okay, you can start now. Create your own sheet. Right? Create a sheet. Give your name. You can lock it. Then others can't edit it. You can lock it and start editing. The data, of course, you can copy if you want, or you can type. That is up to you. Either you can copy or you can type. So copying, I don't mind. So copying is okay. Right? Copying is totally okay. But don't copy the answer. Answers you have to find. I'll give you 5 minutes. Right? I'll give you 5 minutes. Don't worry. If you have difficulties, I'll help. But just give a try. Isla try එකක් දෙන්න. අමාරු තැන් තියෙනවා නම් උදව් කරන්න. Don't worry, I'll give you help to do that. මම ඉන්නේ උදව් කරන්න නේ දෙකින් බය වෙන්න එපා. දැනට දන්නේ නැති වුණාට කමකුත් නැහැ. ඒක වැරද්දකුත් නෙමෙයි. දැනට මම කියන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ දැනගෙන ඉන්න ඕන කියලා. Give a try. උත්සාහයක් දරන්න. I know it's difficult. Yes?
So I can't add a paper now, sir.
So
I
what
can't
it
add a
says?
sheet.
What it says?
No, sir, I clicked the plus mark, but the sheet is not added.
Right, okay. So then can you download this and edit? You can just download it to Excel and open in Excel today. So in case you cannot add, that's why I said. So in case if you
Okay.
cannot add, like, oh, I can create a sheet for you if you want. So what's your name? Shall I create a sheet? What's your name?
Matisha.
So you always got this problem, right? I don't know why. Okay, yeah, I have created a sheet for you, so you can start editing that. Anyone need help? Tell me. What are you doing?
Add a sheet.
So what's your name, Pute?
Avisha.
Added.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Is it okay if I do it in Excel?
Yeah, it's okay. Totally okay. Anyone else need help? Tell me, right? If you're having troubles in editing, if you're having troubles editing sheets, if you're having troubles in editing this online, tell me. Then you can download this. If you need the link again, that also you can tell me. I can send the link again. For those who miss, shall I send it again? Yeah, I'll send it in the chat. Okay, that's totally okay. If you are like joining with your mobile, you can observe what we are doing, but there is a possibility if you have mobile phone, you can download sheets. Mobile phone එකෙත් කරන්න පුළුවන් පුතේ. Sheets කියලා එකක් තියෙනවා. You can download sheets and start editing. ඕන නම්. But මම දන්නේ වගේ power ගොඩක් අඩුයි නම් dataත් නැත්නම් එහෙම කරන්න බැරි වෙයි. But if you have data, what you can do is you can download the sheet. After downloading, install there's an application for Android called Sheets. That is completely free application. So you can do all the Excel tasks in that Sheets. So once you download Sheets, you can start editing and do this. So that is the suggestion for those who are using mobile phones. You can still do that using Sheets.
Sir,
Right, you can see when I go to Zoom chat, I just joined, so I need to paste that again into the chat. Okay, this is the link. You can see when I open the link, I can open this using Sheets application, and then I can start editing using the mobile phone even. But it is, I know it's quite slow. So due to the slowness, it's very difficult sometimes. But if not, if it is not slow, you can start typing your formula. Let's say the formula, you can say equal sign. How to find the total? Equal sign within bracket. You can tell this one is C2 plus D2 plus E2. Close the bracket. Right? Equals C2 plus D2 plus E2. Close the bracket, put right sign, and you can see the total is calculated. Right? You can do this using your mobile phone even. Doesn't matter. And how to find the average? There are 3 subjects. You can see that you can again type the equal sign. And you know the total. Total is F2. You can divide by 3 and you can then find the average. It's 91.67. It's coming back. That is the formula to find the total and the average. Okay, so try to do that. Doesn't matter whether you are using your mobile phone or your computer. So it will be a different experience when you're doing this using mobile phone. ඒකත් අලුත් experience එකක් නේ. Okay, you can start doing that. If you have any issues, let me know, then I'll help, right? Yeah, average, it's okay. Correct. So, this is wrong. So you are mixing it up. So this will give you the answer for sure, but you are mixing it up. Because if you are using the formula, don't mix it with the function. The sum can a function එකක්. C2 plus D2 plus E2 can a formula එකක්. ඒක දෙක mix කරන්න එපා. sum කන්න ඔතන. You don't need the sum. Otherwise you are mixing up. That will work, but that is wrong. Okay, now press enter. That will work. That's enough. Okay, no need to mention sum and add both. Sum එකයි add එකයි දෙකම එපා. Sum නම් sum. එකතු කිරීම දැම්මත් එකතු කිරීමෙන්ම කරන්න. Okay. So here you can auto fill the other things, right? පළවෙනි එකෙන් fill කරන්න බලන්න. Click on the 275 F2 and you start filling that up to the end. And now you can see it's only the formula, right? Yeah, it's on. So go to the average. I think you have done the same in the average. Again, same thing. Don't put average. So that is the function. Function and formula. Understand the difference. So formula is not having this part. Instead of that, you have to tell, yes, what, not H2. You have to tell F2 divided by 3, right? No, erase everything. So the total divided by 3. Total is there in F2, right? That divide by 3 will give you the average. That is how you find. You can auto-fill that. So even without the brackets, it will work. So with bracket or without bracket, that doesn't matter. Okay, done. Good. I hope
Sir,
that,
can you add the sheet for me?
yeah, what's your name?
Taruka Dina.
Taruka. Added. Oh, okay, since Taruk you just requested, what I have to do is I'll copy this and paste. So try to expedite this, try to do this faster, right?
Okay, sir.
I'll erase these figures, put the formulas and complete it. Formula and function both. Okay, I'm going to repeat it. So how you can find the total using formula? F2, the formula is this. So you have to add C2 plus E2 plus D2. That is the formula. I'm going to write it here. I have to write it like this. Okay, this is how you find the. First of all, the equal sign should be there. Otherwise, it won't find the. Oh, sorry, that's a problem. When you type the equal sign, yes. So anyway, the equal sign should be there, right? Equal sign should be there. After that, followed by C2, D2, E2. C2 plus D2 plus E2. Even with bracket or without bracket, it will work. Because same operation. Formula to find the average, you can say equal sign, but I'm not going to write it there because then I cannot show this. No. Instead of that, you can say F2 divided by 3. Function to find the rank. So we didn't discuss that. Find the grade, we didn't discuss that as well. Function to find the maximum should be max equal max. Then you have to type the range C2 to C8. So minimum is equal min then the range. The maximum will be equal max, then the range. And the average will be equal average, then the range. Equal sign should come for the calculations, equal signs should come. But I didn't mention it here. Okay, how do we find the rank? So this is total. This is average. And the minimum you can say equal mean, the range, equal max, the range, equal average, the range. Yeah. min, max, and the average. Then you can auto-fill these three to the right side and it will automatically fill these things. Okay, now you have calculated total, average, minimum, maximum, and average. Now the time to calculate the rank. I'll give you a tip. How do we find the rank in generally in a classroom? How do we find the rank? So what is the position? Who's first, who's second, who's third? How can we find that? By analyzing total or average? Or both? Or any one of these?
Average.
Yeah, based on total, you can find who's the first. Even based on the average, you can find who's the first, right? So both one of these options will be okay. Average average වැඩිම කෙනා තමයි එක. එතකොට මේක හැටියට නම් දුල්මිර. එතකොට average අඩුම කෙනා තමයි අන්තිමයා. average අඩුම මෙතන 48 ඉසුරි. average වැඩිම කෙනා එක, average අඩුම කෙනා අන්තිමයා. එහෙම හොයන්නත් පුළුවන්. total එකනොත් පුළුවන්. total වැඩිම කෙනා එක. The highest total will get the first position and the lowest total will get the last position. So that is also possible. So you can use either way, right? Equal rank, then the intended person. So you need to find F2's rank. F2 given the range is F2 to F8. F2 in F8 in F2 here. You need to find the rank of F2 out of F2 to F8. Press enter and it says it's 1. Rank of F2 out of F2 to F8. Okay, that is how you find the rank. Now try to find the rank of everyone. Rank of every student, please. So the function is this, it's visible to you now. You can start doing that. Okay, finding the rank in Tihan. So I'll move to his one. Okay. Okay, good. So found it. Taruk, yeah, first rank is found. Other things you need to find. Matisha. Okay, please continue quickly. This one is okay. Lakshya. Oh, Lakshya, what has happened? So how many ones? What has happened, Pute? It's a lot of ones. I think you don't want, you have autofill, right? Don't autofill. Why? When you autofill, what will happen? It will give something like this, right? Okay. This has 2, 6. It's okay, it seems, right? Right, okay, Dulmira. Sandhu.
Excuse me?
Manually put the rank. Don't put that. Say
Sir,
no.
can you tell me the way of finding the rank?
Right, how can we find the rank? Okay, that is very good question. So how can we find the rank? Some of you have done that, some of you have not. I'll tell you what the secret. So the method number one is you have to find the rank. Sarasa, okay, Sarasa, I'll add the sheet. Also, I have to add the content, right? Added the content also, Sarasa. Oh, sorry, I need to add with the headings. Added with the headings, but remove the formulas and functions. So please do that alone. Okay, then I'm going back to this. Okay, let's find in the rank. F2 to F8 group. So then again, if I fill this, so it will give wrong answers, 3 ones here. So why? What's the reason? Because if I double
Because he
it
doesn't take the name of Dulmira when he goes to Samadhi, and so he takes the total of only Samadhi to Isuri.
Yes, the reason is that Pute, so range is keep changing. You can see range is F2 to F8. It's always F2 to F8. No, the range should remain static. F2 to F8. The range is always same. But when you drag it down, your range is F3 to F9. It's wrong. Range is F4 to F10. It's wrong. Here range is F5 to F11, it's wrong. Here the range is F6 to 12. So why the range should not change? Range should be fixed. So one way is you have to write, one way is you have to retype the command. So one way is retype the command that F2 to F8. You always tell the range is fixed. So you are retyping F2 to F, like Tihan did. That is good. So that is experimental and good. So F2 to F8, you always give the range, but this will become an headache. Why? This will become a headache.
It will take a lot of time.
Yes, it will take a lot of time. Let's say there are 100 records. Then what you are going to do? Are you going to type 100 times? No, it's difficult. F2 to F8, and again here also F2 to F8. Then it mentions the correct value. F2 to F8 always it mentions the correct values. But this is time consuming, slow, and it is not with proper technology. But there is a way to fix a range. To do that, you have to put $sign in front of unchanging character. 2 and 8 are not changing. F is always F, right? Here also it is F. F remain unchanged. You don't want to worry about F because F remain unchanged. During the formula, F remain unchanged. During the function, F remain unchanged. But 2 and 8 you need to fix. In front of 2 and 8 you can put $sign. So that's the real secret, right? That is called absolute reference. In front of unchanging, in front of the unchanging value, unchanging letter or number, you have to put the $sign. Then even you don't have these, you can autofill. Don't worry, autofill won't change the dollar range. $2, $8 will remain same. $2, $8 will remain same. It will only change the intended rank in person or the cell which you need to find the rank, but range remains static. Range is not changing. Range is not changing because of the $sign. And that is the secret. That is how we find the rank. I hope it's clear. Right? Because of $sign, it remains unchanged. Okay. Okay. Or not. Right. Then the next one is find in the grade. Find in the grade. Grade is, there's a criteria. If average is greater than 75, grade is A. If average greater than 60, grade B. Average greater than 50, grade C. Average 40, grade S. Average for less than 40, F. To do that, we have to use if function. If the average G2 greater than or equal to 75, then put a comma, put A. If we complete like this, you will get something like this. All A's you will get, but all other occurrences you will get false. So what did I do? I have added if G2 means the average. If G2 greater than or equal to 75, then A. Else, that part also I have to tell. Okay, let's say else F. Else F. Then if I drag this down, you can see only A's and F's. A's above 75, above 25, above 75, A. Below 75 is F. Above 75, A. Below 75, F. But we have more, not just 2, we have more. So when we have more, we have to mention this in the else. If G2 greater than 75, A. Else, if again G2 greater than or equal to 60, then you can say it's B. Again, if G2 greater than or equal to 50, then C. Again, if G2 greater than or equal to 40, then S. If not F, right, but you have to close 1, 2, 3, 4, sorry, 3 brackets, and the function will be complete if you have done properly. What's wrong here? 1, 2, Here the comma is missing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 toes. Press enter and you can see it's A. Dragging down will give the other letters A, B, A, C, S. Okay, you can see the full function in the address bar. You can see the full function in the address bar. We will practice, don't worry, we will practice more. Right, in the address bar, you can see the full function to obtain that. I hope the rank one and the if function is clear to you. Okay, Pute, my expectation is this. After doing this, so this is a practical now. So please draw this or please take a screenshot of this and add to your note. Then write these functions which is required to write the answers. Otherwise, you won't learn this, right? So please take a screenshot of this. I'll send you, right? I'll send you this. Then everybody can attach that to their note. Everyone can attach them this to your note. When you're doing like this, here, photo file, upload, sending you the screenshot of this attached. Now you can see, you can download it. Go to your note, grade 9 note. Yeah, after this part, before, okay, just after the if function, maybe. After the if function, you can see the if function. So before the singular medium note, please add this. I'll explain the if function next day with more details. Then insert this image which I have just sent to you. Just insert that image where it is. Okay, here. Then after inserting this image, please do write the questions that I have sent. So what are the questions? So they are in the sheet here. So what are the formula to write in front of that? Let's write this with the formula part. Please add this set of questions. Paste on link, I don't links. Okay. Then in front of this, please do write the formula which is required. You can say equal sign here because this is Word. It's okay to use equal sign in Word, but I cannot use it in Excel. This is how you should format your note, right? Function to find the maximum, minimum band. Function to find the rank. Go to the sheet, back again. The rank one, just copy it. Come down to the note, come back to the note, and update it. Okay, the next one. How do we find the if this one? Just take a copy of this, come back to the note and update it. Okay, this is how you should complete your note, right? So put this with the numbers, the picture I have sent, attach it. Then the question is the formula and function to be written there. So please mention. So no need to put the colors, but I just put the copy and pasted one. That's why the colors come. So colors also nice. So I'll add the colors, more colors than they. Let's go there. And I need the function here. Copy it. Back there. Paste it. and the average. Okay, that's it. Okay, Pute, please copy this. I'm going to finish from this and hope you have done this properly. Next day, we'll discuss more. We need to know about the charts and graphs. Before finish Excel, we need to know about these charts and graphs. And there are some other parts also, formatting, conditional formatting, sorting. So we have a lot of things to learn under Excel. I think the next week and the week after next week, we have to learn Excel. 2 weeks. So there are very few in your book, but we need to do more practicals, right? I'm using MacBook. Yeah. Basically a notebook. Okay. Then good night. See you all next week today.
Good night, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good night, sir. Thank you, sir.